Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be my showcase of Viscera, Ministry of Darkness. So, a new character in the game is always welcome, is always awesome. Viscera isn't somebody I will mark out for. I know there are people that for sure will. He's not for me, but it is super cool to always get a new character. Model looks great. They've been doing a great job with this. Let's see. He is a defensive powerhouse. So defensive usually means like healing, botches, stuns, that kind of stuff. He definitely has some of the defensive qualities. He is Attitude Era. And he also has a hot tag link, by the way. It's a 2-turn, so he won't get in first turn. So far, only Dick Kixina gets in first turn. However, when he's tagged in the match, he does deal 50 million damage, increase all your red MP by 10. So yeah, that's pretty good. And I said he was Attitude Era. He's got the MOD link. Black moves start with 2 more MP. Attitude Era gems do 10% more. Stock Ministry of Darkness gear. He's a coach. Green gems do 40%. Leech gems do 60%. Love the coach, actually. Austin Theory does 100% leech. So he's like a specialized Austin Theory, but you can also use him for the green 40%, and 40% on a particular gem color is quite good. So he would be like a less good trainer than Austin Theory on new Jacqueline leech build, but the 40% you can use a lot of places. I wouldn't rate it as like top tier coach, but it's a very good one. Because the green gems, 40%. So he actually is, I'll get into this more. He's actually really unique in that he can do a lot of cool stuff. At the same time, it's not really useful in our current game. So, and I'll talk more about this as we go on, especially at the end, but I do want to shout out the card designers on this one. I think it's super creative. He does a lot of really cool stuff. And just for where the game is at, most of it is completely not useful, which is unfortunate because, again, I'll get into it more as we go. But his kit is actually super cool. I'm going to show you all the moves. So I'm going to run this subset, which is by far the sub I don't really care for. There's no reason to use it, but I will show it to you in a build. So it's a choose red submission. It's 5 MP yellow, so that's nice. Choose 8 gems to make into red submission gems. Do 900k for 2 turns. Remaining gems turn into heal gems of strength 10 million. Big heal gems. Two-handed choke slam, 9 MP red. Deal 490k damage. Make a 4x4 random area into multiply gems of strength 13, then deal 490k damage and make 1 random multiply gem into heal gem of strength 40 million. So you get all these big multiplies and you heal for 40 million. That's pretty cool. Not necessarily useful currently in our game, but super cool. And then the big splash finisher, deal 2 million damage and choose a 6x6 area to swap into yellow gems. It's also hardcore. So if the opponent's aggro, you're going to do another 2 million damage and increase the strength of your multiply gems by 6. Entourage for this one, we're going with Strowman for yellow MP and 2 multiplies. And then we're going with Tatanka for yellow subs, do 200% more and 2 yellow MP. That gets the yellow charged in all modes where there's no MP down. And then sub with Logan and sub with Drew. Obviously, focusing on the gem damage multiply would be better for this build for sure. But I did want to show a subset as well. You could also put Vader in here for 2 more sub turns. He ends up doing 12 million is all on the sub total with Vader. This is about 9 million. So let's get out there, enough talky talk, and take a look. We're going to go against BPP for this one, Powerhouse v Powerhouse. Obviously, this isn't my preferred gameplay loop, but you would do 2 3 matches. Or sorry, 3 3 matches. That gets you 9 MP, gets you loaded. And then you can put your, sprinkle your other red gems around the board. So then your moves would all be loaded, your multiplier and your other one. And we're going to have 30 million in heal gems on the board. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to make a random 4x4. Overwrote one of them. But then now you can see we have 60 million in healing potentially on the board. We're going to hit the finisher. Get 60 million in healing, which is a lot. And then do 45 million gem damage. So we don't quite zero him, but we would have healed for 60 million while doing 45 million in damage and recycling. So that's cool, right? I'll show you the strap. Because I didn't do that. So that's definitely cool, but not really a big deal to me because I don't need to heal when you win turn 1. So 100% strap. I do have a red takedown. Now, keep in mind, guys, if you're running a gem damage set like this, and they have full Fury 3s, your move damage is going to be 0. Right? I see every once in a while people commenting on my video, my move damage is 0. Why? That's because you don't have enough move damage to get past the new medals, right? So unless there's a huge percentage buff and you're in takedown 2s, move damage is absolutely neutered. So most of the time when you're going against top medals, your move damage is actually going to be 0 or very close to 0 on any gem damage character build. So the move damage is almost throwaway at this point. If it says 2 million, 5 million, whatever, you're not getting it when you're going top tier versus top tier. All right, next up. This is where it starts to get really creative and really funky. So props to again, the designer. Whoever made this card is all kinds of funky, right? Body Avalanche, 6 MP Juggernaut, 600 black move, 661k damage, make 1 random gem into 2-turn Juggernaut gem that will decrease opponent's blue MP by 10 on every countdown turn, and destroy all trap gems at the end of the countdown. All right. Samoan Drop, 1 MP, 661k damage, make 1 random gem into 2-turn Juggernaut gem that will decrease opponent's yellow and purple MP by 10 at the end of the countdown. So these 2 Juggernauts reduce blue, yellow, and purple MP by 10. Now the Massive Elbow Drop. 6 MP, deal 1,000,000 damage, make 7 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal 10 million damage. That's a lot. If broken by you, deal 5 million damage, also a lot, and make 6 random gems into black gems. But wait, then you decrease your Juggernaut gem turns by 2. The effects from these turns will be triggered. So what that means is you throw this Juggernaut gem out, and this one out, you reduce blue, yellow, purple MP by 10, and then you destroy all trap gems on the board. Our trap gems are doing 5 million each. We have 7 with this setup. So let's put trainers on. Now we're making 12. 12 times 5 is 60 million unblockable damage. Metal, straps, whatever, nothing stops that 60 million. So boom, Bob's your uncle. And then to get the black MP loaded, we need 4. 1 for our turn, and 17k Santa gives us 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 6, I mean. Sorry, we got 6. 4. Our turn is 5, and Santa is 6, and that's what we need. And then we got 3 extra traps from Jinder, and 2 extra traps from Steamboat for 12 total. So this is where it gets really interesting, and kind of super cool, to be honest. I love unblockable damage. On top of the unblockable, this is draining 3 MP colors. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and slow this down so you can see the magic happen. Here come the traps. Here comes the the combo effect. MP was drained, traps were destroyed, and gems go out, and we do 10 million gem damage is all, but 60 million unblockable. So that was a total of almost 70 million damage, and 60 of it being completely unblockable. Obviously, you put It's a Trap on there, right? With It's a Trap, you get 8 multiply gems of strength 8, and then he hits harder. We'll do that at the end, don't worry. All right, so, but there's more. He can also steal the other MP colors, in case you were wondering. Switch out the Juggernaut gem for the other Juggernaut gem. Decrease black and red. So now we're decreasing black, red, and blue. So he gets what? He only doesn't get green. He gets every color except green if you switch these out. So I think a lot of people will find this useful. Everything else is exactly the same. Just the MP color he steals is different. Same build set, same trainers, just swap the move out. And now he's stealing red, black, and blue. Gameplay loop, super simple. 60 million unblockable. You can see Steiner has no MP. Same result, 70 million total damage, Steiner with no MP. So that's really freaking cool, actually. I love me unblockable damage. Like, I really, really do. So again, and that's a super unique way of getting it. Also with the MP drain, like there's a lot. He truly feels defensive. And I love how unique that is. So again, props to the card designer on this one. Really great job. Whichever one of you guys did this. Really, really great job. Okay, now the last set, this is his boom set. It's also a boom set with heal. I call this the boom heal. 6 MP to get it loaded, and it's very similar to what you saw at the start. We're going to use some more rare trainers in this one for sure. Spinning heel kick, this is the move you haven't seen. 6 MP yellow, increase your red MP by 10. By the way, it's also a reversal. Multiply gems aren't happening. If someone uses multiply gems, you steal their turn and their multiply gems. So you got a hard counter to multiply gems here. It's quite good. Two-handed chokeslam, we know what that does. That gives us the 40 million heal gem and the 13 multiplies. And then the big splash finisher, we also know what that does, right? So loadout for this one is Kofi, Sherry, Santa, and Bailey for 40% red, 60% multiply. Obviously, yellow would be better. Zombie LA, I'm not using him right here because he's even more rare. So either zombie would work, right? There's that heal gem. 40 million. Again, it's cool, but it doesn't really help me because I don't need it. And we do 68 million gem damage. So it's actually very similar damage-wise to the other build, like out of the box before we had plates, although the other one is unblockable, right? This one heals, the other one's unblockable. So there's a lot you can do with this build. Obviously, there's a lot you can do plate-wise. There's a lot you can do trainer-wise. So let's kind of let's do that. You guys may know my preference is to do Braun and remove Santa and then use Leo, because this actually gives you 5 multiplies. It ends up being 1 more than Sherry, and you don't need Santa. And then I didn't try it with the Zombie LA yet, but I'll throw him on since this is the Whaley set with Leo. We'll just throw Zombie LA on as well, because you got a pretty good baseline on that other one. And then I'll actually show it to him to you guys without Sherry and without Leo. I'll just double zombie trainer him. My apologies. I should have done this ahead of time. Oops, I'm sorry. I said LA. It's Zombie Punk. Zombie Punk is yellow. Scuff. There's so many zombies to remember. And you may notice he's 30%. Let's fix that real quick. This is how we're fixing the CC accounts. We're doing fuse ups. I'm going to try to only fuse up trainers so that's easier to find them. Unless I do a specific video on somebody at gold. I want to keep the non-good characters lower so it's easy to find my trainers. Anyway. That's not important to you. That's important to me. It's easier to find the trainer. So let's do that, and then we'll double zombie him. Whatever zombie it is doesn't matter, and I'll take Sherry off too. Oh yeah, I didn't make a graphic for this. I should have, probably. Oh, why is it making that weird noise? You can't hear it, which is fine. I have it turned off. So this is times 18, better than times 17, right? And here we did 73 million. So that's why I like it better not using Santa and using Leo with the ×2. And that's also why I think the ×2 and MP trainers are so clutch, because that combo always works better when it's available. And now, like I said, we'll just double zombie it. And we'll use Bailey. And then it doesn't matter which zombie here, although I won't use what's-his-butt because he adds yellow. So this will give you guys a true, and I'm going to use Howdy. He's going to do nothing for generating multiply gems. It's the same as any zombie, like Bailey. They're both adding 60%, and then of colors we're not using. So it could be any zombie. It would do exactly the same. Chelsea, blah, 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 whatever, right? So this will show you baseline, and then I'll chuck some plates on, and we'll do some plate exploration. So it's only times 15, so not as huge, but you're still going to see a really good outcome. So if you happen to pull Viscera and you don't have like a huge roster with huge trainers, you're still getting 62 mil out of that. With the rarest one being Braun Strowman. If you didn't have Strowman, then you would use Showboat Cena, right? And you'd still probably hit for high 50s in the millions, right? So skill plate, there's 2 of them. Nightmare sigil. A lot of people should have by now. It's in feud chests. It's been around a while. So a lot of you should have this one in the primary slot. We're going to go ahead and toss the Nightmare in. That's whenever you make 6 or more multiply gems, increase your yellow gem damage by 100%. That's giving us 100%. And then we're also going to use free from the showdown wall. Well, it's costs you time and showdown currency, 250,000 currency, and then waiting for it to show up again. This is in the higher leagues. It's the zombie LA plate. What does it look like? Big LA bite. Whenever you activate a yellow move, increase your yellow gem damage by 50%. So this is going to give us 150% extra gem damage. We just hit for, what was it, like 60 something, 66, 65, 64? I don't know what we hit for. I was only kind of paying 62. I wasn't super paying attention, honestly, because, you know, I'm too busy running my mouth. Anyway, same trainers that we just ran, the budget friendly ones. And here we go. 84 million with the plates. That dog will hunt, as they say. So I do like the multiply counter. That fits in with defensive, and I do like the unblockable builds. Anyway, let's go to the one you're seeing on the screen where we use Sherry, Santa, and Bailey, and then I'll show you the Whaley version with Leo and Zombie Punk. We are climbing the ladder. And then I'll show you It's a Trap on the unblockable builds, because those do be my favorite, because unblockable. Although you don't have the reversal in, which is quite nice. I'm not going to lie, that reversal is pretty nice. 91 million. Now you're getting into talking about really solid territory. It is 3 moves. So, you know, the more I play him, the more I like him, to be honest. I'll talk about it at the end again. I wish there were some more varied modes. Like, if you guys, actually, I'll start talking about it right now, because we're just switching trainers. If you guys have been playing the game a long time, who remembers what Blitz used to be like when you needed a blitzer that could heal? And like freaking Enzo was so dang good at Blitz. Like, he was everybody's go-to blitzer because he could heal himself. You imagine if there was a mode that you had to climb a tower mode, like during the month where you were trying to get past more and more nodes and you were taking damage and stuff. A card like this would be phenomenal, right? Like this is where, again, props to the card designer for making something this unique, this cool, that can do all of this stuff while doing damage. the problem is in our current game, it just doesn't matter, right? Like, it really doesn't matter. You're going to deal, like, because you're doing so much damage here, like top end, where you're dealing 100 million damage, right? 100 million damage, who cares about a 40 million heal? But if there were modes where we were like trying to do stuff where that mattered, and I don't mean, when I say that, I don't mean stupid steel cage, right? Because that's just taking stuff away for no good reason. Like, you can't start loaded, you're not charged, there's really no strategy involved, you're just using the best character you have and going at it, right? Like, they're just it's essentially a punishment because there's no reward, no buff for it. It's the same thing we had, just harder arbitrarily. But if there is a mode where you were like trying to climb, go through, progressively getting harder, and you were taking damage like every turn, like that was part of the mode, you're going to take like 5 million damage a turn, right? Somebody like Viscera would be incredible for that. Anyway, I digress. Let's put It's a Trap on and run the build I like. So It's a Trap is still really, really rare. I have one on my account. A lot of my friends have none. I would love, honestly, 3, 4 of these probably. It's my favorite of the anniversary ones so far, hands down. And then also, this was on a prize wall super cheap. A ton of you already have it free. 250,000 currency on the Showdown prize wall. If you're in a higher league, you can get the ultimate time to get radical. Whenever you activate a black move, increase your black gem damage. And we're going to activate a black move by 50%. So let's go back and run this, the unblockable, the Funkadelic unblockable that I like so much. Because I like doing unblockable. Also, if we do ever get like an increased, Sorry, I just had a random thought. All right. If we do ever get more trap generate than we have now, like Jinder is an older one, hasn't been upgraded in forever. Steamboat is an older one, adds 2 here. It's easily possible we could see a trainer get 4, or like Steamboat get more, or we could get a 2 black MP generate trap gem trainer, and then another coach that adds a trap gem. Anyway, that just could increase the value of this unblockable, but 60 million unblockable is quite nice, to be honest. His gem damage before was like 10 million, not so great. So 70 million total is a little bit low. So I think to run this unblockable build, you would want It's a Trap. And we're going to get a little bit more here now out of it, out of the gem damage. Because it's 64 more gems, right? It's 64 more trap gems, so. Or black gems, I mean. Because of the ×8s, right? So you're going to see 25 million gem, 83 million total, with 60 million unblockable, right? And that's pretty clutch, to be honest. That's my favorite moveset. It also drains the MP, but I love the unblockable. I just don't have to worry about crap. You may also notice there's no MP up in this, so I don't have to worry about MP up trainers. There's no gem boost, so I don't have to worry about any of the Hall of Fame counters. Like, this is a very simple moveset to run. And again, like I love his kit. I absolutely do. How unique it is. The hot tag is fine at 2. It's not Cena level like Dick Kick Cena at 3, but it's fine. 50 million damage is a lot. It's definitely worth noting. Attitude Era powerhouse. So now we come down to the nitty gritty, right? You start looking at male powerhouse, and like, it's really hard to say, like, at this point, like, who's better when I'm ranking people. A lot of times it's whoever you have the trainers for, the stuff for, playstyle preference, right? Zombie Punk, if you have his gear, you don't need an MP trainer. You can run him 2-click if you got all the stuff for Punk, a true 2-click. You can run him 3-click with a huge gem boost built in. If you don't have all the stuff, he's doing well over like 140, 150 million. If you have all the stuff, probably closer to 200 with in the same amount of time as Viscera, right? So like, I think Zombie Punk's better. Plus, you can get his MP gear. Like, as far as what we have in the game now, Viscera is more unique, right, in what he can do. And if they add more modes, that could change. Austin is 2 clicks, Red Royal Rumble, moments and stuff. He's over 100 million for me. Super easy to use, 2 clicks. Doesn't do anything fancy, but also if you're doing 2 clicks, you don't have to worry about MP up. The gem buff is on the finisher. Don't have to worry about that. So I would probably rather feud with Austin too, with the stuff I have on my roster. Again, though, if other stuff came into the game, Viscera is way more interesting to me. Hogan with all the stuff is just stupid, ridiculous. It's 2 moves, everybody dead. It's dumb. I have no idea why they decided to buff him the way they did. For as far as I could tell, no reason. But yeah, Hogan's better. Turtle Rake and hit harder. You do have to interact with the board, do a swipe and stuff. So I do think, like, even though Rake and hit harder, I probably like Viscera more, but it's very close. I could see an argument for either. Zombie Cody with the middle lane is super clutch, very similar. I'd rank them pretty similar. Gear, middle lane, Zombie Cody is 3 clicks, very massive damage. I do think he outpaces fully with everything, for sure. So I guess he's making like top 5, yeah? Probably. But a super unique kit. Rowan is dumb good with all the stuff, actually. McDumma, if you're doing the McDumma hits harder with the Yeet JD drip combo. You do have to interact with the board more though. And so I think I like Viscera more, but you could easily make a case McDumma's better depending what you like. And what you have, right? So yeah, I think he's great. Really what I love about him, unfortunately, the uniqueness of his kit, how cool it is, how much I like the design. I just don't see a lot of places where I'm going to care about the healing or the MP drain. Because I'm winning turn 1 on my account. Your account may be different, so let me know in the comments like where that would benefit you, right? All in all, though, great card, great design, and my hope would be, and my comment to Scopely would be, give us some game modes. You obviously have, in this I will say, I think some of the best people on the team, and I don't know the team, but from what I see, your card designers, and please let them know if someone from Scopely sees this. Your card designers, I think, are amazing. Once in a while, I know I blast a card, I'm hard on it, and I feel bad when I do, because I think what they do in general is super creative. Over 600 different cards. I think you guys kill it. I think you're awesome and super creative. I would love to talk to you sometime. That's a whole nother topic. But cards like this are actually begging for better game modes, right? Because there's so much you guys could do, so much strategy, and you clearly have brilliant people that design the cards. Like, yeah, sometimes, and I'm assuming it's part of the way it goes with the live server, test server, sometimes something gets missed, a moment gets missed and stuff, and I know I'm really hard on people when that happens, and I blast them like, how could this happen? But the creativity on cards like this is like top notch. I think you guys have to be probably one of the best parts of the Scopely team. Like, so keep up the good work. I just hope Scopely gives us game modes where we can take advantage of the uniqueness of a cool kit like this. And that's kind of my little mini tangent, so I'll end off there. This is a 30-minute showcase. That's long enough. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. Even though I don't think I would use this one, I really want him on my roster because it's cool. I don't know how hard I'll chase, but he's definitely one I'm going to look forward to recruiting down the road. If not, I probably won't get him during this event for sure. But I do look forward to recruiting him. So, yeah. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there. I'm really impressed with the design. Again, shout out to the card designer on this one. The chef's kiss. You just beautiful.